Orher. Welcome to Lisa Marvin Art. I would like to thank you for sticking by me for the past 4 or 5 videos when I was trying to do something pretty for the wall of the lakeside retreat that I'm teaching at. They're off to the mail, and I chose the S-Swipe and the 2-foot holographic bloom to send along with other small ones. I think those were my favorite. I hope you guys agree too. The big 3-foot round is off to its new home, and everybody's happy. Now I can go back to playing. I don't know if it's playing because I don't know if I want to do this. I kind of do. Okay, let's talk about it. By the way, I do have 2 spots for the retreat left. I know it's only in like 2 or 3 weeks. However, my October retreat already filled up, so I'm not teaching again until 2026 in June. So if you want to see me this year, 2 weeks, I'll put the link down there. Now, one of my students from the retreat has been begging me to do a, what does Shelly call them? Transfer swipe, transfer bloom? I don't know what she calls them. Shelly art, okay? So she does a bloom. This is resin, so I'm gonna use this as my, because I don't really care about it, so I'm gonna use this as my thing. So what she does is she makes a bloom. Now she has a course about it, by the way. Go check that out. She blows down into the cell activator to make it thinner, not necessarily to break it up right away. Then she picks this up like this and she stretches it out. And what happens as the cell activator that's already thinned out from blowing stretches out, it makes tiny little cells along with the big cells that you already blew out. I've never done it before. Calvin, Rivera Fluidart, has been begging me for months to do this. The reason I want to do it now, to the point, is I want to try out this new cell activator. You know how I love making interference cell activators? Well, I got this interference lilac from Old Holland. Now you know that I love the Old Holland Royal Gold for the cell activator. Now, I don't love their silver. It's very light. Usually interference paints don't make great cell activators because they're not heavy enough. They're very light. However, I want to see how cool this interference violet would look over a Payne's Gray, this is black, but pretend, a Payne's Gray cell activator, okay? So we're going a very warm palette. We're gonna give this a go and break it up a bit, and hopefully when I stretch it out, we'll have little and big cells. Like I said, I'm not really an expert on it, but we're gonna do it anyways because we're fun people, and we don't really care what it looks like. Colors will be nice. Let's talk about colors. Okay, why don't we talk about what's happening? So here, I have a 12, 14, this could, it's 14 or 16, I think 14, 12, yeah, let's say 14. Oh, you can't see the whole thing, hold on. Go down, sorry. Okay, so we're going very warm, okay? I have this quinacridone violet, okay? Then I have this Amsterdam, this is Expert Series Mauve. The regular Amsterdam is fine, I use all the time. There are some Expert Series colors that they don't make in the standard. That's why I get them. They are more pigmented, blah, 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 but the standard ones are fine. I just like some of the colors that they carry. Look at how cute we're looking here. This is light rose. Like, I love this color, right? Then I have TLP Golden Peach. No, I'm lying to you. Rosé. Do you know why I chose Rosé, not Golden Peach? Now I'm thinking about it. Golden Peach has very gold undertones, okay? And I thought this was like I wanted more of like a cool pink rather than warm pink. So this Rosé is more of a silvery undertone. You'll see what I mean. And then I have TLP Comet, which is a red. No, this is sequins. This is like a red interference or violet-y red. You can kind of see. So you kind of get the picture, okay? Oh, also, I mixed up some black. So let's talk about layering because these are my 2 cell activator colors. Because we have a dark cell activator, obviously, I'm not gonna layer the black on top, okay? We know the black is gonna go in the middle somewhere. I love putting the black in the middle because it just pops and gives these really amazing peacock cells within the middle. Now, I think for the top, we have options. Any of these two paints will do. I'm more of a go big or go home. Either we're gonna go super light or super dark. So let's put this here, okay? This is the middle. Now, normally I love to start with a pigment. So why don't I start with the pigment, go like this, over the black. Why don't I put the sequins so you can see it? So far, we have 2 tubies left. Which one's gonna be the topper? I feel like we should make this the topper and then put this pretty in pink. Do I even need this color? Right? Like, what are we doing? Because I didn't tell you. We'll figure it out in a second. My pillow paint I'm using today is tricorn black. So this is going to be over black. You know what? Because it's over the black, I think today I'll start with this, which I rarely do, by the way. I'll start with this light opaque. This is the way it's going. We just did it. And that's really how I figure out how I layer colors. Sometimes you got to start in the middle. You know what I mean? There's no right or wrong way. Everything will just look a little different. So let's talk about the plan. The plan is, I'm going to do, like I said, blow, lift. I tried to clean this the best I can. Really lift it good. And then, the shape. Now, Shelly likes to do like ribbons, whatever. I don't need to get that fancy. I actually love a swirly shape. So because it's ugly when it first comes out, I think I'll start like this and literally just do like a loop and see how it goes. Because if I start out here and do the loop, it will get messy in the middle. And if I start in the middle and start out, it will still kind of be messy. So I kind of want the start and end to be off camera, like off the what you're gonna see in the middle. All right, enough talky. Now, oh boy, what's gonna happen? Okay, I actually, before we start, let me just juice this up a bit. I don't know, oops, there's a blue. I don't know if you're supposed to do it, but I always find when I try to like lift it up, it's not juicy enough and it just gets like kind of caught, you know? And we wanna juice this guy up. Again, we don't know if this is the right thing to do or not, but we're doing it because we're rebels. Now, I've actually, funny enough, I've done things where I've like bloomed on here, or if you look at here, this is one of my old videos. I bloomed in here and just did that. So, but this is just a bit different because you're pushing it in and then expanding it. We'll see. Okay. So, that's okay. I'm going to get the other black ready because I'm gonna need it. Okay. Are you ready? Ready, I am. Here we go. Stomp. All right. So remember the goal, I believe from what I've seen, is to not make cells, is to just gently spread it out. Okay. I love this color. And why don't I just like, I think I want the colors, I love this black and pink together. I think I just want the colors to be very, because we're stretching them out, you know what I mean? So I think I want them very concentrated. And of course, we will load this on. If this is, you know me, I should have really started on a smaller practice one, but right? Now I am gonna drizzle this because it is opaque. And especially because I'm not blowing that hard, you probably want to be a little gentle with it. This is all opaque as well. You know what though? If this is ugly, I'm just gonna do a regular bloom with these colors because I'm kind of digging them. Then we have the comet. Yeah, we're definitely digging these colors. And this I can go get everywhere because that's fun. Okay. And then finally, there's a little buble. We'll do this guy. Now we're already, it's okay if we go off, I think. Of course, Shelly does it less messy than me, but whatevs. Okay. All right. Okay. So the idea, oh, stop. Okay. The idea, I was just yelling at myself. These colors, guys, epic. We're doing a regular thing with them too. So the idea is I'm going to put a lot of Cell Activator down and simply just like do the initial first blow with no petals. And I'm going to start with the Payne's Gray. Mixy mix. So this is Payne's Gray with Australian Floetrol. Okay, and then I'm putting the other one on top. Oh God, eeks. You know me. Okay, that's a lot of that. And then a lot, yeah, of this. Ready? Made cells right away. Well, I didn't want cells. But maybe the Payne's Gray isn't making cells, but okay. Well, okay, some cells, some no cells. That's what I asked for. Are you ready? Oh gosh. I want to keep, yeah, we're going to go this way slow. Oh, you know what I need to do after this? I need to put paint on here. Shelly probably has this organized properly, but. Okay, ready? These are freaking pretty colors. Oh, I want to do this. Yep. I want to do this. Yep. I want to do this. Okay, now we're loaded up, and I'm going to quickly do this. And we're gonna do it, ready? Okay, and then if I have to add more paint, I will. I know we're a mess, don't worry. Oh, this is pretty. Stop it. I could have been more organized. Okay, I could have been more organized. Don't judge me yet. Okay, look at these cells popping up so quickly. Okay, I don't wanna ruin them. Don't panic. Look at what's happening here. It's happening so quickly. Okay. Don't panic. Okay? We're not ruining a thing. Okay. Okay. I'm going to just connect them a little bit because I want to spin it out nicely. And those cells are like, what's happening? Those are crazy cells. Okay, I'm just doing this, okay. Okay. Now, is it a bloopy? Yes. Okay, Calvin's gonna be, even, I don't know what's gonna happen. Maybe I'm over excited, but Calvin might be excited about this piece. As it looks now, again, we don't know the end result. I just did that for something. I don't know why. Okay, do you see these crazy cellules happening? And I didn't even do it on purpose. Now, let me just pop a buble before we start spinning. Now, I might have to like do some crazy shape right here, but look at this. I've never quite seen cells like this before. I definitely have to try it with on a regular bloom to see what's going on, because that was a nice reaction. Okay, and then, so let's just see what happens. Wow, crazed. Are you guys impressed with me? That was a bit hectic, I'm not gonna lie, but let me move this so you can see. Like, the cells are humongous. And you know me, I don't necessarily love big cells, but I mean, these are huge. Huge. I have another student who loves big cells. And there's different ways to achieve them. I guess this is one of them now that I will suggest. But TriArt as a cell activator. Makes really big cells because it takes longer to, oh, Sneakers is mad. It takes longer to develop. So the longer it takes your cells to develop, the bigger the cells. Okay, these are crazy. And wait till you see the colors in the close-up. I don't want to lose too much of what's going on up here because I love it. I do want to lose more of what's going on down here. So we're just gently, I don't want to lose any of this. We want to go down more this way, but I also don't want to make it too wonky. Okay. This is where you might need some patience, if you know what I mean. Because we have to gently coax her down without, you know, ruining her. So what I am going to do is I'm going to put the little lid of the color to go just under her this way. So when I spin gently, and I keep popping bublés, she'll go down gently. And then I'm pretty happy with her. Okay, so in my next video, I'm gonna do a regular bloom with these colors. So make sure to tune into that because these colors are epic. I'm still curious whether this cell activator, what it will look like, you know, on a regular bloom. But this is pretty cool. Okay, here's the close-up. Thanks for joining. Let me know what you guys think of this, whatever these are called. Talk to you later. Bye.